This is John Ward, welcoming you to another presentation of Tennessee football on home video. The story you're about to see unfold is one of adventure and achievement. It's the story of teamwork, commitment, and the will to win.
Doesn't need a lot of... Oh! He took a weapon!
Welcome back to the Blue Chip Breakdown, Vols fans. Today's video is on who is rumored to be the top tight end target for the Tennessee Volunteers in Dillon Hipp. He is a 6'6", 240-pound three-star out of Scottsdale, Arizona. And we most definitely have a little bit of competition. He has visited several schools just this spring in Louisville, Ole Miss, Auburn, Miami, and obviously he has also visited Knoxville. So I think that we do have a really good chance. I know one of the things that means a lot to him is early playing time. That's something that we can most definitely offer. He's also interested in a school that likes to feature their tight ends, and we check off both of those boxes. And something else that I can definitely tell you is that he is drastically underrated. He's much better than a three-star. So let's go ahead and take a look at his film. All right, so Dillon is down at the bottom of the screen. The first thing that you notice is that he is very tall, very long. That was a pretty crisp route for a much bigger body high schooler. And then love to see that right there. He's physical. You can tell he's got some dog to him. Good hands right here on the screen. Nice job of running to the open field, following his blocks. He's got good speed for his size. Looks like he's, I would say, at least a lower 4'6" guy, could be 4'5". That's a beautiful route. Now watch this. This is a stick and knob, but watch the way that he really sticks it to the outside here and gets that linebacker or safety to move out, and that's a wide open lane for the quarterback to make a pass in. Excellent job right here blocking in open field. He's a really good athlete. Got great size. That's another good route. Good hands. He looks effortless catching that football. And, you know, I can already tell you, let's see what he does here. Nice block. Really strong. Another great route. But yeah, I can already tell you that he's far better than 3 stars. That was another great route. What he does really well is he makes them all start off vertical. So he'll start off vertical. That was a beautiful job of avoiding that end at the line of scrimmage. Really nice work. Let's see it again. Watch the way that he avoids them. He's stemming and pushes to the outside, but he does a great job of bending and using that referee kind of as a shield too. So, I mean, this is high level stuff. Great hands, tough catch, makes it in traffic. Good job on a drag and stop. Excellent work moving with the quarterback. As the quarterback's scrambling, he scrambles out with him, throws his hand up, makes himself a nice big target for the quarterback. Again, you want these guys to be quarterback friendly. You know what I mean? You want them to, that was another nice route. I mean, something else is that he looks really good and really crisp coming in and out of his breaks. So we'll start over right here. Watch him right here on this dig. That's really nice. For a kid that's 6'6", 240 pounds to be doing that at the high school level, that's very nice. And then there, you see how physical he was in that route on that dig. Kind of just shrugs the linebacker out of the way. He's a very strong blocker. I'm not sure why he's a 3-star. I mean, I'm really trying to figure that out. That's a bad job by these analysts. I'm not sure what they're looking at. That was a great catch right there in the end zone. Obviously, he gets his feet in bounds. And then look at that, he's sudden too. So not only can he make those tough catches in traffic, but he's making people miss. Here he is blocking downfield, and again, he's really strong, pushing these kids around. Great. That's a nice stop right there. I mean, he runs excellent routes. These are some of the best routes that I've seen in this class so far as the players that we have looked at. Very nice, and it's coming from a tight end. Really smooth right here. He's playing like a H-back or, you know, like a slot position. So we're actually getting to see him work in a lot of the ways that he would be working in our offense, which is huge for us. And I think it's also huge for him just to know that he is going to a college program that's going to be very similar, at least in what he's asked to do. Let's see. I mean, he's just getting people off balance with his strength. Let's see what he does here. This is like a tunnel screen. You know, he may not be the absolute fastest guy, but I mean, when you're playing tight end, you don't have to be. You know, I think that's a very overrated thing. We've got wide receivers that can stretch the field out vertically. You need some people in the middle of that field that you can dump it off to as you're stretching it out, and that, you know, can make some sure catches, what you saw him doing there, make some good blocks, obviously, to help out in that run game, and just be a very versatile player that makes it a nightmare for defenses to game plan for. You know, again, you see him blocking great in the open field. He's blocking smaller guys. So I'm more so looking at, and look at this, that was beautiful. I'm more so looking at the way that he's able to get to them with his feet, and how he's placing his body on these smaller guys that should be quicker than him. He's doing an excellent job of that. And you see that once he gets a hold of them, he's driving them, you know, he's pushing them around. You know, he looks very, very smooth catching, does a great job falling forward. You know, he's definitely got that dog, got that nastiness to him that we always talk about. Look at that good pop. Stays with it. You can tell he plays with a higher motor. For sure, he's a higher IQ guy. You can tell that just by the way that he's running his routes, the way that he is getting to his blocks. You know, he's setting up his leverage very, very well. And, you know, this is something we'll probably see a lot of these kind of shorter, you know, 10 to 15 yard routes for him. Bigger body guy, really, really wide catch radius, uses his arms well when he's catching, gets to those reach blocks well. Love to see him blocking. But, you know, we'll probably see him catching the ball a lot in those areas. And he's a guy that we could sneak out on a deep pass, you know, maybe like on a wheel or something like that, kind of sneak him out just because he's so versatile. So those are some of the ways that you can use players like this. Is obviously you've got the old school way of just kind of getting them open in the middle of the field and being that big, easy target for the quarterbacks and using them as blockers and things like that. But once you have everything else kind of clicking and, you know, they're doing what they're supposed to do, it's a lot easier, like I was saying, just to sneak them into some deeper passes and, you know, get them into the end zone on some unexpected plays. And I'm sure that that's what Heupel and the staff are looking at when they see him. Now, right here, he's playing defense. He actually looks pretty good playing end. Really, really good speed. I mean, he's got that length that you would, you know, obviously love right there. He's playing a little bit of tackle. Looks like he's running through blocks. Very strong, very physical. Love what I saw on that film. Very excited to get into his grades. Dillon is listed at 6'6", 240 pounds. Looks to me about a lower 4'6", 40 guy, which is all prototype for what he plays. You also see that he shows excellent burst, really good field vision with the football in his hands. Does a really nice job of finding blocks in the open field. Uses his wide catch radius well, and he's able to get in and out of his breaks and his routes beautifully. I'm gonna give him 4 stars right here, and the only reason he's not getting 5 is because he's not a sub 4.5 guy. If he was lower 4.5 or 4.5 and under, he would for sure be 5 stars in this category. So we constantly see Dillon pushing people around, knocking people down, blowing them up, making excellent blocks, making tough catches. He even looks physical in his routes. So he's definitely very tough, very physical. You can tell that he's got that nastiness to him. He's got that dog, and that's exactly what we want. I'm going to give him 5 stars on toughness and physicality. Number one thing that I noticed in Dillon's blocking is the way that he's able to block in the open field. This is huge for this Josh Heupel offense. We are always getting the football outside of the numbers, and a lot of times it's just dump offs and the tight ends are going upfield to block. So he's excellent at that. Also, clearly he's really good blocking inside of the tackle box. does a great job at the line of scrimmage of positioning his body and driving his feet, has really good hand placement. The talent that he has as a blocker is excellent. I'm going to give him 5 stars. Dillon runs excellent routes. He looks good coming in and out of his breaks. He's able to stop very, very quickly for his size. He's also looks like he has a very strong understanding of how to run routes. They all start off looking vertical for the most part. Looks like he's going deep every single time. And that's the main reason that he's able to trick the defense into going where he wants them to. He's an absolute technician. He has a wide catch radius, really long arms, good hands, attacks the football in the air. Also a guy that is physical in his runs and able to make people miss. Does an excellent job of reading his blockers and running to the open field. Very, very, very impressed with him overall as a tight end. But right here, we're going to give him 5 stars. So to recap on Dillon's grades, we gave him 4 stars as an athlete, 5 stars on toughness and physicality, 5 stars as a blocker, and 5 stars as a receiving tight end, which brings his overall blue chip grade to 4 stars, and it is a higher 4-star, which is what I think he is. And especially if he comes and plays in this Josh Heupel offense, I think that he's going to perform before he is done playing at Tennessee as a 5-star. He's absolutely everything that Josh Heupel wants, and it's easy for me to see now why he is our #1 tight end target. He can run great routes, he can block, he's physical, he's tough, he's a good athlete, uses his body really well. And yeah, I mean, he would fit into this offense like a glove. So that's it for this video. As always, guys, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share. And I will see y'all on the next video. Thanks. Peace.